In a world where reality increasingly seems inspired by absurd scripts, there is something unsettling about realizing that The Simpsons, an animated series known for its sharp humor, has an inexplicable track record of hitting the mark with future predictions. But what do they have in store for 2025? Get ready. What you're about to discover is not just surprising, it's disturbing. These 6 predictions are not mere coincidences. They align with real events that are already starting to take shape. If you think these stories are just the product of the writer's vivid imaginations, it might be time to rethink. What lies behind these predictions? Coincidence, genius, or something more sinister? Watch until the end and discover how these iconic scenes might change the way we view our future, and prepare for the final prediction, which promises to shake your perception of reality. Do you believe that a cartoon could predict the future? It seems like an absurd idea at first, doesn't it? After all, cartoons are just entertainment, works of fiction created to make us laugh, think, or simply pass the time. But what if I told you that, behind the vibrant colors and quick jokes, one of them has been offering disturbingly accurate glimpses of what's to come for decades? The Simpsons, the acclaimed series known for its sharp humor and social satire, has won fans all over the world with its irreverence. But what started as simple fun soon took on another dimension. From political scandals to technological innovations, seemingly innocent episodes of the series have turned out to be strangely prophetic. And we're not talking about vague similarities. Some of these predictions have been so precise that even skeptics are unsettled. But here's the point you need to know. Something is about to happen. As the year 2025 approaches, scholars, fans, and even critics of the show have begun to notice something alarming. Among the most unbelievable predictions made by The Simpsons, some appear to be on the verge of becoming reality. No, we're not talking about events that might happen. We're talking about events described with such surgical precision that the line between fiction and reality begins to blur. The inevitable question arises: how is this possible? How did a group of writers who supposedly just wanted to make us laugh manage to capture future events with such accuracy? Could it all be a monstrous coincidence? Or is something deeper and more disturbing behind these predictions? And now, here's the turning point. The reason you can't ignore this. The events hinted at in past episodes, with implications that at the time seemed harmless, are emerging as real possibilities. Some experts have even suggested that 2025 could be the year when we witness the realization of one of the series' most impactful predictions, a prediction that could change our perception of how the world really works. Get ready, because what you're about to discover is not just a coincidence or a bizarre curiosity. It's something that could challenge everything you think you know about fate, chance, and perhaps even the very concept of free will. And you? Are you ready to face the truth hidden beneath the veil of entertainment? Since its earliest episodes, The Simpsons have shown the world that they are much more than just an animated comedy. Amid quick jokes and sharp satires, the writers planted seeds of stories that at the time seemed nothing more than extravagant fiction. But now, decades later, something intriguing emerges when we look back. An unsettling question arises. Is this a surreal talent for predicting the future, or something we may never fully understand? And so, we come to 2025. Time has revealed that some of these jokes made in the series not only became reality, but did so in impressive ways, defying any simple explanation. We're not talking about isolated events. The Simpsons' predictions for this specific year seem to align with a pattern that is as fascinating as it is unsettling. From technological breakthroughs to global events, the coincidences are too striking to be ignored. How can we explain, for instance, the appearance of technologies that were once mere figments of imagination and today shape the modern world? Or the mention of leaders and crises that, when the episodes aired, no one could have predicted? The pieces are starting to fall into place, and the image that emerges is something far beyond mere chance. But there's more. Something they know, something that hasn't happened yet. The episodes, viewed through the lens of the present, bring new interpretations that make us question, what else is coming? If these predictions were just the beginning, what awaits us for the rest of 2025? what makes everything even more unsettling is the accuracy with which certain events were portrayed. These aren't vague guesses, but specific details that seem to have come straight out of a manual of the future. Is it possible that the writers had information that we, the public, still don't have? Or perhaps there's something darker behind these coincidences? Prepare yourself, because 2025 is not just another year on the calendar. As we move through it, the clues left by The Simpsons may not only change our perception of the show, but also of the very concept of time, reality, and destiny. And the question that remains, reverberating in our minds, is, do you really believe that all of this is just a coincidence? First prediction, the artificial intelligence revolution. Imagine a world where robots are not just helpers, but central pieces in our lives, taking on leadership and decision-making roles. This is exactly what we saw in an old episode of The Simpsons, an idea that at the time seemed comical and unlikely. But now, with the uncontrollable rise of artificial intelligence, this vision takes on alarming contours. Systems that learn on their own, robots that surpass humans in tasks once thought impossible. Are we approaching a future where machines really will have more control than we imagined? The advances are undeniable. AI is already in our homes, workplaces, transportation, and even in areas once considered exclusively human, such as art and medicine. If The Simpsons' prediction of robots dominating society was once a provocation, today it sounds more like a warning. And the most unsettling part, if they got this right, what else is coming? Second prediction, accessible space travel. Homer Simpson in space was a surreal joke, a satire of human ambitions to conquer the stars. But in 2025, this joke could become reality. With companies like SpaceX leading the charge to make space travel accessible, the idea of ordinary people orbiting Earth no longer seems so absurd. The promise of space tourism, lunar colonies, and even missions to Mars is becoming a reality right before our eyes. What was once reserved for trained astronauts is about to open up to regular individuals. But there's an underlying question. Are we truly ready to take this step as humanity? These predictions, made years ago, may have seemed exaggerated. However, time has proven that many of them were ahead of their time, capturing possibilities that are only now becoming tangible. And the most impressive thing is that this is just the beginning. The next predictions may shake your perception of the future even more. As we dive deeper into what's to come, one thing is certain. The world we thought we knew is about to change in ways we never imagined. Are you prepared for what's next? Third prediction, the climate crisis at a point of no return. In a particularly dark episode of The Simpsons, Springfield finds itself overwhelmed by devastating natural disasters, overwhelming floods, unbearable heat waves, and unpredictable storms. At the time, it seemed like just another exaggerated critique of human behavior. Today, however, this vision is dangerously close to reality. Scientists warn that 2025 could be a crucial year for the climate crisis, a turning point where irreversible events may become inevitable. The signs are everywhere. Record temperatures, accelerated melting, wildfires ravaging forests, and islands disappearing beneath the ocean. Could this episode have been a warning we chose to ignore, while our actions, or lack thereof, continue to push the planet toward an environmental abyss? The question is inevitable. Is there still time to reverse the course, or have we already crossed the line that separates hope from chaos? Fourth prediction, the rise of controversial leaders. Another recurring theme in The Simpsons is the arrival of prominent political figures, often portrayed with a dose of sharp humor. But, surprisingly, some of these caricatures have materialized in the real world, disturbingly accurately. Now, with political tensions brewing in various parts of the globe, rumors about unpredictable leaders and polarizing speeches are gaining strength. Who will be the next to emerge on the world stage? Someone who will unite humanity in times of crisis, or deepen the already existing divisions? The show's history makes us question how far the leadership predictions made years ago may once again come true, and with what consequences. Can you see how everything seems to be aligning in a chilling way? Each of these predictions, made as satires decades ago, now seems to carry prophetic precision. But what makes this even more unsettling is the feeling that we're only at the beginning. What if the predictions that haven't yet come true are even more surprising or disturbing? Prepare yourself, because the puzzle is far from being complete. What's coming next may challenge your perception of reality even more and make you wonder, are we living the future predicted by a cartoon? Fifth prediction, the global digital currency. In an episode that seemed like just another satire of capitalism, The Simpsons portrayed a future where physical money is completely abandoned. At the time, this sounded like an absurd idea, almost a caricature of an ultra-technological world. Today, however, with the meteoric rise of cryptocurrencies and the growing discussions about official digital currencies by governments around the world, this prediction takes on unexpected weight. As 2025 approaches, experts suggest this could be the year we witness a definitive shift. Central banks in various nations are already testing digital currencies, while the use of physical money rapidly declines. The question is, are we ready for a future where all transactions will be connected to digital systems? And what will this mean for our privacy, security, and financial freedom? Sixth prediction, a scientific discovery that will change everything. Among all the predictions made by The Simpsons, there's one that is both fascinating and terrifying. In an enigmatic episode, a scientific discovery of unimaginable proportions is suggested, something that could completely shake our understanding of reality. Although the show never specified what it was, the idea resonates with today's advances. From quantum physics experiments to research on conscious artificial intelligence and space exploration, scientists are on the brink of breaking barriers that were once considered insurmountable. Could 2025 be the year marked by the revelation of something so monumental that it will rewrite the foundations of science and our existence? And now, the final pieces of the puzzle begin to fall into place. One by one, these predictions stop being mere jokes and start becoming reflections of an increasingly tangible future. The global digital currency, a transformative scientific discovery. Everything points to changes that could redefine our lives. What if The Simpsons are right again? Perhaps we're on the brink of something we never imagined. Get ready, because what comes next could be the most surprising chapter of all. Could the future already be written, and we just haven't realized it yet? Did you notice that what seemed like mere entertainment might be something much bigger? These predictions are frighteningly connected to our reality. Could it just be coincidence, or do the creators of The Simpsons know something we still don't understand? Now, I ask you, if they've been right so many times before, what else is coming? Leave your thoughts in the comments and share this video with anyone who needs to know. After all, the future that The Simpsons predicted is closer than we think.